everybody, and welcome to session 13 of Infinite Fantasy. I'm joined by most of the cast. I'm not going to ask you to say hello. I'm tired of being betrayed.
Hello, most of the cast. You don't decide these things.
The betrayal continues. I actually, the dab felt more betrayal than...
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So it's like preemptive. But anyway. So last where we left off, the party had completed the puzzle in the Temple to Shiva. Gaining, and even doing the bonus part, gaining a number of interesting magical items, some potions, some riches, etc. And then leveling up as they formed another Esper bond with the Ice Goddess. And that is pretty much where we left. So you guys have just at a surge of power. The snowflake is now present. There is there's no other exits in this. Once you get to the chamber, it's kind of like, oh, you've hit the end, more or less. So you just have to go back out the way you came. But you all are feeling kind of, again, like slightly empowered every single time you do this. Feels like there's a big boost, and you feel like you're on the cusp of an even bigger one. What's the plan?
So, as the person who wasn't here, after the mark appeared, I'm guessing Shiva disappeared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They yeah, it was like a similar thing where they kind of like the crystal that they were in, sort of shattered and is now in dust on the ground, to this snowy flakes, more or less.
And we're a little bit of a hike away from our ship, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
It took you, I think, several hours to get here.
Got it. So,
it's also correct.
Just to reorient myself to the layout of the room. I know you had already said that there are no exits, but we've got the room that we are in. This is sort of this is a dead end. The room we were just in previously, which was our mirror room. Before that was the long hall with all the bas reliefs. What was before that?
Before that was just the the outside, the doorway, etc.
So the situation is
quite large.
One long tunnel.
Right, yeah, it is quite large, and the room that you're in is very open. But looking around, you can just see there's very clearly no exits out of here. It's mostly it seems to be kind of almost partially natural cavern that they've added carved supports to, etc. Kind of thing. But you are
Agatha
functionally in the long hallway.
Taking a shot in the dark here. Agatha turns to Asta. You talk to her first. You talked to Shiva first. Do you think maybe, I know she just left, and it's rude to repeat text or whatever. But do you think maybe you could maybe try and connect and ask if she knows where we might be able to poke around and find the rest of her, artifacts, and if they're here?
I think she specifically said that they were not here.
Yeah, I think that question was asked.
Oh, was it?
About
Okay.
a convenient a convenient tunnel out all the
There's a
way
convenient
to
tunnel
our...
to exit, but not anything else here.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we asked her about that, not only did she say that like they weren't here, did she give any indication that like she knew where they were?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't think she specified either way. I don't think she said that she didn't know where they were. Just to be fair, the question wasn't asked, as far as I remember. But that was a while ago, so I don't remember exactly what I said, to be honest.
There's nowhere else to look in here. We should probably be heading out soon. We have one exit. We don't want to get it closed off. And if the Leviathan's here, this is where they're coming.
Agreed.
And Andrew, I will say, you did say that we would probably be able to like sense where the other pieces are, given that we
Yeah.
have the current one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of, proximity thing. You'll be able to be like, oh, like there's a thing, a related thing in this room or whatever that we need to find, or in this area.
It's
generally
like a
speaking.
homing device, but like we're not gonna just like miss it because we didn't dig up the ground here.
Yeah. Yeah. In a scenario where they're like somebody just buried it.
Do we have any methods to, like, this Leviathan, like, is it hovering over in a way that it's like, oh, we step outside and we are going to be immediately seen and like strafed from the like surface? Like, where's the thing positioned?
It was so it's not that it is like directly above your position at this exact moment, right? It has been in the area, like, doing sweeps, clearly kind of looking for something, this temple, etc. So there is a continuing risk of being seen and investigated upon. And then you also know that, like, you don't know what whether your activities in the temple have been noticed in some fashion.
So Silas is gonna kind of gesture forward and say, if you have any methods by which we can go a little more quietly, now's the time to just move. And is gonna like step out, and I think Roscoe, you're the least stealthy of us except for me, yeah? You got
Yes.
disadvantage on you have disadvantage. Yeah, I was just assuming. You're my pupil for I'm designating you pupil for the day. So your disadvantage stealth
What?
checks I can nucleate. I can delete that for you. Just in case.
How does Roscoe feel? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Silas kind of sidles past you and just like looks at your armor for a moment and is gonna like adjust it just a bit, like your vest. And is to say, how's the temperature control working out for you? You've got like fur sticking out, right?
Yep.
And it's like using that as an excuse to like just have this interaction where he's like helping your clothing sit a little bit more quietly on you. And that is how I'm going to describe the pupiling.
It's why'd you pop my collar?
I was like adjust it again a little bit more. It's just fashion, right? It offsets the sleeves a bit. He has like a smirk on his face. Completely unnecessary to what he's doing here. but he's hoping if he's like enigmatic about it, you will assume it's useful.
The paranoia when you know someone's buttering you up, but you don't know for why.
Yeah.
So just throw it out there. I'm going to guess we can't just holds his arm with like that had the marking on it. Ask for like a convenient
Snowstorm.
blizzard. Yeah, for us to walk through. Conceal us.
I mean, it's already somewhat snowy, and that's probably why you hadn't been spotted walking in, right? Because the Leviathan, like, if it was a cloudless, unsnowed day, you would be 5 people walking through a white field.
Yeah.
That's not, even from a great distance, not super hard not to spot. So you already have like that saving grace present, really.
I do have it noted that it is conveniently very cloudy.
Yes.
I think actually at this moment Roscoe has one of those like the brain lurches, the cogwheels that had cobwebs on them, like spin for a second, and he's like, "Wait, why did none of us buy camouflage gear? We knew we were coming to snow."
You bought cold weather gear,
Yeah.
but
To be considered
yeah,
now,
nobody
let's just move.
nobody went out of their way to get like a white sheet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Who needs camouflage gear when you've got a +11 to stealth? Like,
Everybody else.
oh yeah.
Can I wheel and woe this? That only takes a minute.
Yeah,
Not wheel and woe, but augury it.
I knew what you meant. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to augury it, and I guess my plan of action is most direct path, as quickly as possible, and if that doesn't work, then assumption is the other idea is like least direct or less direct path or less be slow. So I think Silas just kind of reaches into his pocket and pulls out a set of cards and is just kind of thumbing through them idly, not even looking down at them. Still telling Roscoe that a bit late for that. And then pulls a card out and takes a glance at it.
Yes. And your specific wording for what you're going to do is what again?
By the most direct path, traveling by the most direct path, traveling as quickly as possible. Like essentially, what's the outcome for me, wheel or woe, to the ship, right? For the group.
Okay. You get a woe.
Okay. Let's take our time. Go a bit slowly. And turns to Agatha and says, I'm distracted by Kristen's cackling.
He's
Locke.
doing it.
Miss
What?
Locke, would you mind a brief scouting? Take a moment to step outside, draw no attention, and see what you can see.
Yeah, so when you ask that, the first, like, Agatha's face very, very quickly lights up. There just this huge wicked grin, and then she collapses back in on herself and shrugs. She goes, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And will because you can never let a teenager can never let you see that they're excited.
I do give you a guidance as you head out, just like a nod and a tap on the elbow. So
Yes.
go with fate.
So Agatha will pop out. Her winter gear is not white, But she has switched from like her black shitty like leather jacket or whatever to like a thick one of those thick light blue denim with like the puffy white collar. So it is like lighter colored, so it's not just a black spot against the snow. I should I make some stealth checks to
Yes,
start scouting
please.
around outside
If you
and
were,
see what we
if you
can
were
see?
heading outside, please make a stealth check.
Great.
Leviathan is just parked out front, just parallel
Yep.
parked.
Exactly.
Yeah, so as you got like you're like peeking out, stealthing, heading into the snow to try to see what's around. Looking up, you do see the Leviathan. At first you're like, oh, it's clear, and you kind of turn around and you're like, oh shit, no, it's right there. It's again, it's still like in the clouds, but it has wherever it was previously, it has sort of moved over to be kind of roughly above your spot. So you don't know if they're planning on sending troops down to your where you are now. Presumably, that's the case. Like I said previously, once you like are aware that the temple is here, it's fairly obvious that there's a structure here.
Okay, so Agatha immediately dodge, or actually before I dodge back inside, a couple of things just to sanity check. Did we leave like obvious footprints, or did those seem to have been like covered by the snow? I don't think we specified that we were not like that we were covering our tracks. Would have been smart.
They wouldn't have lasted for too long just because of the nature of the area, but you didn't specifically cover them up either.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what is the layout of the terrain right now in terms of like us being able to like hop from like shrubby bush to shrubby bush? Are there shadowed areas, or are we
Yes.
dealing truly with like just the worst big open plain to ever exist?
Fortunately, it does lean more towards the worst big open plain to ever exist. There are, as described previously, they're not like shrubs. There's not real vegetation. There's these like kind of crystalline trees here and there. If you were to head off to the right, or like to the north a little bit, which is not the way that you came in on. You came in on what would be like sort of rougher terrain, but lacking these crystal trees. If you were head that way, there is some cover, but you're gonna have to kind of you're detouring at that point, so to speak, back to the ship.
Okay. So with that in mind, Agatha, pops back in, shakes off the snow that's on her shoulders. Okay. So, bad news and bad news. Our good friends with the Empire and their fancy ship are, hovering right above the temple. Whether or not they know that we're here, I can't really make speculations one way or the other. Our footprints are apparent. In terms of paths forward, our most direct line back to the ship has minimal cover, even for someone like me who is quite good at not being seen. We could detour by heading a bit north and circling back around, which would be my suggestion, except, and then like she glances between I think the only person who is reasonably stealthy in the group, actually, aside from her, is Asta, right? Because Zed also doesn't have a great dex.
Zed is
I have a
somewhat
+6.
stealthy, but not great.
So I do think she glances between Roscoe and Orion both, and goes, I don't actually know if that buys us enough cover to get unseen, because we will still have to be like dodging and like being quiet and not
It's
destructive forces.
It's better than nothing.
As she's, yeah, I guess she's staring right at you. She's staring right at you, Roscoe.
But I'm not gonna like punch trees. Like what? Like,
Are you sure?
Is there any chance that we
is the tree gonna fight back?
Is there any chance that we set up a distraction? Something with your bombs, perhaps a bit of a long distance, or somebody stealth over to the. If there's rock coverage and we can cause a minor landslide, and as he says this, he looks over at Agatha with the slightest of smiles, like. This has the option of like this is a potentially useful plan, but also Agatha will really enjoy it, and Silas is so obviously taking some like satisfaction in that. And then we head an opposite way. Is there only one reasonable path of stealth, or could we draw their attention to one path, make it a little difficult for them to investigate, and then move across the other?
I mean, what we could do is, Asta with her moms and I pop over into the more rugged area, set off one of her bombs, cause some destruction. They turn their attention that way. Then we continue along the detour while the three of y'all book it. Just back to the more straightforward path.
Worth considering trying to close this place off.
Split the part. Split the part.
Shut up, Andrew.
They don't. If there's the chance that they don't know we're here, and they come to investigate, if they have difficulty entering in, it will take them longer to determine that there's nothing here to find.
Reasonable. It also allows us to remain
Explosion
united.
would indicate someone is present. Difficulty getting into the space could potentially indicate someone, but would be less likely. The first train of thought.
What about? Can you delay the explosion? Could we draw them here and trap at least a few of their number?
Probably would not I don't have the right materials to make that long of a fuse.
And I will hazard a guess to say that there is quite a few of their number on that ship.
Yeah, this thing's massive. Like, there's probably
Yeah.
like a couple thousand people on that ship at least.
Who connected with the Freezy one? That was you, right, Maddie? Freezy,
Yes?
your buddy.
God, I don't know if I can remember anymore. It's been long enough.
Yes, I think Asta was the
Okay.
one that
Yeah.
made the
Okay.
physical connection.
And it's
Yeah.
but it's like the one that is like it's like aligned to. I suppose we could ask our support, but we need
we
to.
don't actually know that, but I think it is a reasonable guess.
I believe Agatha. Sorry, Miss Locke. Silas is the one that actually says. Would you keep lookout? And I will keep you apprised of the conversation.
Whatever
Sure.
we decide, we need to be doing it quickly.
Yeah,
think
Agatha will
Sorry,
slump over to like the cave and just continue to stare up at the ship.
All right, so our options are just above board. We have the option of trying to get them to investigate this area that has been collapsed in on
Yeah,
itself.
It seems like distraction here, everyone stays together. Distraction far away, we split up.
Yeah. Um and I like the staying together. I want to know, is there a possibility that we so you said the fuses are short. I'm trying to look at my things, see if there's anything that I can do to support this. Like if somebody stays behind long enough to like give everyone a head start into that cavern. How far away is like the stealthy route? Like, because we have hours to travel, right? Regardless, we're gonna have
Yes.
to travel hours. The whole
Mhm.
goal of this interaction is to oh my god. The whole goal of this interaction is to keep their eyes away from us long enough that we can get into the like less observable route and then just stay quiet from then on out, right?
Hmm.
Uh so potentially getting the other split party option is getting one person to or two people to set off the bomb after the least stealthy people have kind of already got their way into the difficult path, but I don't know that that would help at all. So that would leave us with three exits, and I don't that the tunnel out is the same tunnel out that we went in, or no?
Yes.
Separate. Oh, it is the same. I thought she would given us a separate or different exit.
Did I say that? No,
If
there's
you
just
did,
the one way.
I didn't write it down.
Maybe was talking about. I can't remember, to be honest, but I might have just been referencing like the way you came in a weird way.
Yeah, I don't have it noted that we have a
Probably
special
just me
secret exit.
misremembering.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
With how many people are on this ship, I think it is best if we do our best to quietly block the entrance to this place after we leave and just do our best to avoid detection.
Silas nods pretty sharply, says agreed, and we'll kind of take a look at what we've got at the door. We'll kind of just quietly, I suppose quietly, might preclude your bombs.
I do have cryo bombs, so I can just freeze it deeper,
Uh,
maybe.
Silas kind of glances over at Roscoe as like the only possible person who might have another way of blocking it off. Perhaps we just ask.
If there's weak points, you can maybe dislodge a few rocks, make it structurally unsound, fall in on itself, at least a bit.
Well,
So
I
maybe
would
you
like
could-
to be out.
Maybe we
before
could
you do
freeze that. Oh, yeah.
Silas will kind of move towards the door and kind of nod at you, and so Roscoe takes an attempt at knocking some rocks down first, and you'll then go ahead and freeze them into place. Scantrell?
Very well.
So, where are you doing this? Like, at what point in the? Are you doing it like at the entrance, or are you doing it like after the puzzle room?
How long is that tunnel?
It is not unsubstantial.
I think it would almost be better to do it at a midpoint and not the immediate entrance.
I agree with that.
Definitely going to be quieter from a like outside
Yeah.
perspective. Okay.
For, yeah, for noise and for naturalness of it.
I mean, if you go to that section, I think Roscoe, you're looking there are like supports here that you can knock down. You know, whether it's going to immediately collapse without like a little bit more, you're not 100% sure, but you can at least like block it in a little bit, to make it difficult to walk through. Plus the crowd bombs. If you want to like seal it more completely, I think that is in the realm of starting to need explosives, and just muscles are not going to cut it.
Aside from the pillars, is there any, like, can I investigate for like any other type of like weak points of like the rocks here seemed more like brittle in this spot, or like there seems to be more of a hollow here or something like that? You said it seemed almost natural, right?
Yeah, you can make just a perception check to try to deduce that. The problem is that it's also all slightly frosted over, right? So it's a little bit hard for you to tell at a glance how weak or strong the stone underneath this layer of permafrost is. And then the permafrost is going to make it slightly harder to do whatever it is that you're trying to do in general.
I will. I can. Silas says, "Don't worry about the noise that you make. When you're ready to move, tell me, and I will tone it down." And he'll cast silence whenever you're tell him to.
Okay. Yeah.
Virtually give it 10 minutes, but I'll virtually.
I do also have chatter.
Roscoe kind of like points over at you. Similar thought processes. I'm going to knock these down. Kind of gestures at like the supports. But after that, I'm going to see if I can't do any other further damage. And he kind of like starts shaking his hands out, and you can't see them because of the sleeves, but you hear the sounds of like the aetheryte cylinders like spinning and locking into place. As when everyone seems ready to go, his arms are going to almost seem to have like this like a vibration to them as he uses the thunder aetheryte.
Okay, hold up. If y'all are gonna do thunder stuff, I guess I'll put the silence at the front of the cave so that no sound escalates out of it, because silence will prevent thunder damage, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll.
Yes, that's true.
Great.
Just make him waste.
Roscoe will use the thunder aetheryte to see if that will do any extra structural damage whenever he attacks these spots.
Okay. Are you using Shudder as well, Esther, or are you just waiting to see what happens?
I'm just gonna wait to see what happens, but I will have materials ready for a cryo bomb.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check, Roscoe. I'll give you advantage for the thunder type. 23. All right. Yes.
Sorry, Maddie, does Asta just keep her spyglass on her? Like, I'm assuming she's got a spyglass for when she's running. Silas kind of reaches out to you and taps the spyglass for where it sits in your holster before you begin all this. Taps that spyglass and passes it Asta passes over to Agatha. And passes it to Agatha and points at the ship. Close your eye.
Sure.
Yeah, Agatha attacks your meeting and is keeping an eye out for if people start moving.
Agatha, you make a perception check now that you've got the spyglass. Maybe let you see the details that the person couldn't spot from the ground. But Roscoe, as you start to knock down,
thousands of people descending.
a wave of people. You knock down these pillars, no problem. It kind of like again like blocks the entrance, but doesn't make it like impossible to get through if you were willing to like climb and crawl, etc., etc. But then you start like hitting the walls like just to try to like cause a bit of a collapse, more localized. I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's fine. We take those.
Right, no problem though. You like the rubble starts to fall a little bit, but maybe a little bit more than you were expecting, and you have to kind of quickly like dash backwards as the entrance seems it's sealed. It's not like, you know, somebody with time and equipment can and will break through this eventually, but it is a fairly significant barrier at this point in time. I get that. On the outside, you've got the telescope or the spyglass rather pointed upwards. You're kind of like looking, and you before you could see like the ship, you could see like the larger parts moving, like, you know, the engine going, etc. But now you're like looking, and you can start to see like figures on the bridge and whatnot, and people moving, and you can see that they do seem to be readying some equipment probably to launch. You can see there's a couple of these Magitech armors that are like kind of being set up on a loading dock. What seems to be like kind of a platoon of Imperial soldiers, and then there's these other figures that I think. Could you make me a history check for? It's pretty difficult. Yeah, there's these
The duality of-
there's these other figures that like to your eyes they're clearly wearing like fancier armor, but that's like the extent of what you know about that. They just are wearing like a very fancy armor, and you're at a distance, so it's a little bit harder to see the detailing. You could just tell it is more ornate than like the standard infantryman kit that Imperial soldiers get. Even like a sergeant or like an officer. These are like fancy special units of some kind, but they're just like they're normal person size, maybe a little bit taller because of the way the armor is built.
Mm-hmm. And just as a quick follow-up, is the fancier armor, was Roscoe's armor like fancier because he had a higher rank, or was he like in standard issue Imperial armor?
Roscoe's armor was less fancy because he was a fuck ass.
Sure.
Roscoe mostly wore like a fairly standard kit for the most part.
Except for he tore the sleeves off of it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
modified standard.
Naturally.
No, this is like it is starting to border on the ceremonial. Like this is like, you know, clearly a special unit of some kind.
Okay.
Does
Agatha really quickly dodges back and goes, okay, whatever we're doing, we gotta fucking do it quickly, because they have got their like they've got like their platoons fucking getting ready to come down. They've got fucking Magitech armor that's getting ready to come down. They got these weird fancy guys that are getting ready to come down. I don't know if it's about us still, but we should hurry it up.
did they?
Roscoe.
did the
As you're,
Pilot figure this
I think
they-
as you're saying that, Roscoe is coming out of a tunnel covered in dust and snow, and just goes, "Tunnel's collapsed."
Silas will move to like sweep essentially our outgoing footprints and leave the incoming footprints as we pass through. Like just pulls off like his, I guess, scarf or his like the outer layer of his jacket, and uses that to kind of like sweep those outgoing footprints. So it looks like we just walked in and left, or didn't leave. But is otherwise moving to leave.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. You're trying to only sweep. I don't think that's possible. I think that there's too many of you. You have to either just wipe all the footprints or none of them, right?
Okay. I guess then, for time's sake, I will not wipe any.
Also, just on the off chance that it helps, if it seems like we're about to just book it out of here, Roscoe will reach for the nearest available pile of snow, and he hesitates for a moment, and he kind of thinks he stares at the handful of snow, but then he just kind of like his mouth just goes into a grim line, and he just starts to smear it through his hair. As it is the brightest thing on him. It's like his bright orange red hair. So he's just getting snow in it to obscure it somewhat.
Did you not bring a hood?
Why would I?
Okay.
All right. All right. So, assuming we're moving, is Asta still gonna try to freeze that solid, or are we just going?
I think we are just gonna go then. If with the urgency,
It seemed like the tunnel got fairly
Agatha.
collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just go.
Okay, and then remind me, because there was some back and forth. Are you guys all going one way, or are you kind of splitting slightly?
I think we're all
I think
going.
we're all just going one way.
Okay, and which way is that?
The trees.
That's Skelly route. Yeah.
Towards the crystal trees. Okay. Can I get a group
Agatha.
stealth check?
I don't know if you're not Kristen, but I feel like Agatha would be yeah, let's say. Agatha would
Agatha.
enjoy seeing Roscoe.
We can keep your stealth from earlier. That's fine.
Your disadvantage
20,
is
baby.
negated, and I will.
Kristen,
I think
we are
this feels
Asta's
like the
not
most
freezing
critical
the
route, so I'm
collapse,
gonna bless us just for this short
and we're
jaunt.
taking the stealth route.
3 people were talking at once.
Sorry. my speakers are a little delayed because my ping is weird. So go ahead, Maddie.
We are not taking the time to freeze the tunnel collapse. We're just going to go stealth altogether.
Because the tunnel's
Okay,
Due to
cool.
your urgency.
pretty well. And all I was gonna say is I feel like Agatha would enjoy seeing that Roscoe for a moment hesitates and then just basically like grits his teeth and gets a whole bunch of snow and smears it through his bright orange hair because it is the most glaringly thing on him.
Majesty, do not.
He
No,
willingly messes up his
not.
hair.
Agatha whispers, "I'm so proud of you."
I will throw you. Maybe.
You have to catch me first, and then she's gone.
I do need
Take your
Attack of opportunity.
blood goes
It's
on.
gone.
I'm going to tell you, I will tell you that Bless will not help you here because this is a prolonged skill check. If you want
Yeah.
to take that back.
Even for so how much time is it going to take us to get into the trees?
More than a minute. I would
More
say.
than a minute, yeah.
So with my disadvantage canceled out, it would be that first roll, right? The 19.
Mhm.
So I have a 19 stealth. The
Nice.
snow and the hair worked.
All right. So if
I'll
if I
work with
can't,
that.
yeah, it's going to take us more than it's not going to take us an hour to get into the trees, presumably.
No,
All right. So in that case, then I will enhance ability myself instead of the bless. If that's
yeah, that's fine.
So we have a 26, a 25, and a 19 so far.
yep. And I can now do my dex check advance. Let's see.
Well, I mean, Zed's not the one bringing you down.
Yeah.
Your role was private, Andrew.
Oh,
that was
sorry.
meant to be for Zed.
Because I was experimenting earlier.
Okay.
Wow. I think this is the best this group has ever
Okay.
rolled for stealth.
I thought
Pat
that-
Grace fucking came in
It was
clutch.
going to be 2 and 4 for a second there.
Yeah,
So
so did I.
our group stealth is like a 22.
It's pretty good. You guys set off kind of quickly, stealthily, trying to move, like, staying close to the rock line, etc., until you can kind of get closer to where these trees are. It's a tense process because you're not sure if they're just going to start shooting at you at any point, because there's guns on this thing. Like, if they want to, they don't need to send people down here. They could fire on you, theoretically. They might not want to damage things. As you kind of get from these crystal trees, or to these crystal trees, again, this is not like a forest of crystal trees. It's like one here, one there, one here. So even at that point, you're like still having to go from like, you're kind of all under, and when you're under this, there's no way you're going to be spotted because they reflect the light in such a way that like they're even a little bit hard to look at. So when you're like in this radius, you feel pretty safe. You kind of stop, like pause, catch your breath, and then dash to the next one and dash to the next one. As you do so, like looking back, you can see some of the equipment and people start to like fly down in these transporters and land near where the temple was. And you think that if you had taken longer to do the puzzle or hesitated even just a little bit more than you already kind of did in the temple, it would have been more of a fight your way out type situation. Particularly if you had taken longer in the puzzle. You eventually arrive to, you start to feel pretty safe, and you eventually arrive to a spot where the crystal trees are kind of fading out a little bit, and in front of you is this, like, it's not obvious at first, it just seems like it's like a plain of like frozen snow or whatever. But once you step out onto it, you can tell this is like a large frozen lake here in this area. And this is where you're going to kind of start to circle back towards where the ship is. Physical effects. Okay. Math. Okay. As you guys are starting to cross this lake, you do notice behind you one of these transports starts to come down.
Like behind us.
Behind
Directly
you.
behind us?
Yes. Yes.
Behind us as in coming towards us?
Behind us as in landing behind you.
But like,
There's
facing
nothing
us?
else. There's nothing. Yes. Yes, like facing you. There's very little here on this ice. Like you're kind of almost at the edge of this lake. There is like some weird outcropping off in the distance, and that's pretty much it for cover.
Wait, important.
You have a little bit
Is this
before it actually.
is this transport landing on the, like you said, in front of us, right? Technically.
No. Chris's question was, is it facing us? Yes, it is. It is. Like, you guys are walking this way and it's coming up from behind.
So it's landing on the lake.
Yes. This is frozen solid to the bottom. That's not an issue.
Okay.
That's really funny. Everybody like immediate cackles, and Andrew's like, "I think
This
you
could
underestimate how goddamn cold it is here."
This could hold up a train like easily.
Polar Express shit.
Polar, like yeah, polar shit.
Excuse me. I think we have enough firepower on our side that frozen lake will be a puddle.
Sure. If you want to think that, that's fine.
Wait, hold up. You said we have like how long till they land?
It's closer to like a glacier in this case. Just to be clear.
There's one that cannot move.
That's different.
You have like a couple rounds.
How long does it take for us to together summon Ifrit?
How many rounds is it going to take for us to get to the outcropping if we're all using all of our movement and that's it?
I just have this memory of Ifrit annihilating this facility and imagining just a fire esper falling from the sky on a transport.
And unfortunately, the environmental sciences PhD I am getting just reared its ugly head. So,
yeah, if you guys want to take the exhaustion.
so nice. How many rounds to get to the outcropping?
The outcropping's probably, you can all dash there relatively quickly. Like in a round.
Then let's just run. I am running. Let's go. Ass is running.
Agatha's making eye contact with Roscoe. Agatha's making eye contact with Roscoe.
Not the time to be stupid.
Yeah, I say, Roscoe. It's kind of like, and then we'll like turn and like begin to run. And as a way to, he sees you. He sees you looking at him, and he sees you
People having the same thought.
as a motivator. As Roscoe in his mind is like, this seems like it would work. As he turns and begins to run back towards Asta, assuming that he's doing this first since you were looking at him, he will say, come on, you're slow.
I would. Okay. No, and I get bonus action dash also. So
Yeah.
Agatha does take your goading there. Oh, but for that brief moment, Agatha does know that Roscoe and she were having the same thought of melting the ice and drowning these bastards.
It's almost like for some reason we have
It's
the
like
same
that's been
Esper
frozen
bonded to us.
forever.
What you don't see is that it was Roscoe and Agatha both doing that, and then internally, Ifrit was just, yes.
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 As you get closer to this outcropping, you realize it's like, so it's like up, like a jaw of some giant creature that was frozen in this lake at some point.
Dead, right?
Well, it's not moving, and it's clearly buried in ice.
That's not the question he asked.
Yeah, I mean, one would assume.
Does it?
To get
Wait,
reanimated fire bullshit.
how thick is this ice?
Incredibly thick.
Okay.
I'm gonna move this from map. Hold on.
First, Damn it, Andrew. First, I can't sink a transport into a lake, and now I can't free a giant kaiju.
I never said you
Like,
couldn't. I never said you could.
Hey, Chris. Hey,
I
Chris,
said it
look at
would be
me. It's
difficult.
our time to shine.
This does not feel like a safe location. It feels distinctly unsafe.
No shit, man. But you know, there's no map yet, so let's I guess.
Oh, there's a map.
Oh no, there's a
There's
map.
a map.
I don't know map.
This,
I also
this
can't see
map-
it.
This map feels distinctly unsafe.
It might be loading for you guys. I'm not sure.
No, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlie and I can't.
Chris and I can see it.
Our potato internet can't keep up.
I'm
To
sorry.
give you an idea, it looks like the snout of some either giant snake or like alligator thing.
See, not a snake. That's fully a crocodile mouth or dragon
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, whatever it is, we're literally hiding like in the teeth.
It's fine. Hey, wait a second. If this thing
Yes.
has teeth and it's frozen solid, it has a digestive tract.
There you go.
Uh huh. What's your point?
Is there an
Okay,
entrance
you
to the
know.
digestive tract in the back of this creature's
Oh.
mouth?
No. Again, it is like it was like trying to snap up and like is midway. So like the ice starts here going down.
So the lake
I
was
did a picture.
flash frozen.
Yes, it was. Some magic shit
This is a
happening.
screenshot of the map for you guys in the chat, so you can see it if your map hasn't loaded yet.
No, this is like an issue that like is somewhere whenever we go to different maps, there's something in the settings
Like
that means
breaks
I
it.
cannot see them. Alas, alack.
I don't know. Does that help?
Oh, I like it zoomed in, and I can actually, yeah, no, it has like horns.
Does your token just not have vision for some weird reason?
Where would I Where would
Oh,
That's a
change
me.
that?
That's a me thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a straight up dragon.
yeah, you can see the eyes. Uh-huh.
Guys, I love dragons. Guys, I don't want to do this, but Agatha wants to melt this lake. I don't
also
want
runes.
to.
Are these runes in the ice, or is that just a part of the map that you don't care about?
Those are in the ice.
Okay. Cool.
But there's also runes holding this thing here.
Where?
Can we unleash a dragon on this Leviathan?
All right, so you just to bring us back to the scene. You've just dashed here. There's like this snout coming up. The transport's like touching down on the lake nearby. You could try to keep running. You're kind of secluded, or not secluded, but line of sight is blocked by the lower part of this jaw here. You could have even gone to the top if you want to place yourselves slightly differently. You could have gotten around to this side as well, depending on how much cover you have or are interested in. What are you guys doing?
On the runes that are embedded in the ice.
Yes, go ahead. Zed will help you. I'll say.
And see if this is something if the runes are what's holding it here, and that's what flash froze it, or if it's something different. Ooh, 25.
You have an advantage.
Yeah, 25.
Okay. Really quickly, you're really quickly trying to examine the runes, like without spending a bunch of time reading, looking
like-
around.
Yeah. Wait a minute, what is this?
Yes, it seems like this spell was like cast here, probably enhanced by like the nature of this area, but like is helping to keep this lake more fully frozen than it might be otherwise. Probably with a 25, probably the dragon is not dead per se, but is in basically like a state of cryostasis.
Yeah.
Unfreezing the lake would not necessarily immediately wake up the dragon, you don't think.
Right. It's still frozen, so that would still take.
Yeah, it'd still take a while. You'd have to flash unfreeze it in some fashion.
Is there any way we can, like,
I
in
relate
that
that to the
same
group.
in that same time that we stopped for a second, is there any indication or way to see how long this has been here?
Make a nature check.
I am great at these. Okay,
No.
19.
If you had crit, I would have said, I would have given you something.
Damn it.
You
Maddie,
think
could
it's
you
been here
repeat
for a
what you
long
related?
time.
The
Matt-
runes were part of the spell that keeps that flash froze the dragon here, and is helping to keep the lake as frozen as it is. Like it would still be a frozen lake because we're so far north and up in the mountains, but the level to which the ice is as thick as it is partially because of this spell.
Mhm.
So if we
Okay,
were to
question.
undo this spell, it would not necessarily wake up the dragon, but the dragon is also not dead.
A
at this
question
moment.
that Chris, have that this check from Asta may have possibly revealed. Is it reasonable to assume that there are magic casters in this world who are capable of magic like this, or does this probably have to originate from Shiva?
That's a good question.
Because if it originates from Shiva,
Yeah.
we probably don't want to unfreeze it.
You've heard of like legends of enormously powerful spellcasters, maybe, but it's just as plausible, if not more plausible, that this is something that Shiva may have done, or another Esper bonded, in ancient times individual may have done this. So
Andrew,
yes,
not a game question. I still can't see the map. Could we maybe switch
Damn
the
it.
stream to show it?
Oh yes, let me do that.
So I want to see the dragon.
I don't know if you get all the details. I'm gonna try to zoom so that the stream can kind of.
I like idea unfreeze dragon, but also I don't want to, unfreeze dragon then annihilates
Correct.
every settlement around here.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right,
maybe.
I'm about to.
Wait. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I think we are at the point where maybe if we are not going to
we're at
unfreeze
the
the
point
dragon,
where-
we could keep running.
I think we're at the point where you guys stop and have this conversation for long enough that I'm going to move into initiative. I think that's fair. So if everyone would like to roll me initiative, let me also make Silas not be prone for some reason.
Oh, it's almost a 13.
I guess this is a dex check, yeah? So I'll roll again just in case. I don't know why I'd want to go higher.
I have a feeling I'm going to be last.
29. Holy shit.
Roscoe over here with a good old natural 1 initiative.
What do you mean it's no packages? That's
Everyone's getting ready to fight. Roscoe's looking at his nose like I thought I saw a breeze.
yeah, okay, doesn't matter anyway. Alright.
What? Should the how we decided to rule
To rule yes. What?
sorry, I'm digging deep into the chats. I don't actually have the Esper shit written down on my sheet, and I'm just trying to find where our rulings on that are.
Uh,
That should just be deep in game discussion, unfortunately.
I can just I can copy paste. Hopefully this
Cool,
is
thank you.
most recent accurate. Wait.
Actually, I don't think it's in the game discussion.
Is it?
No, it doesn't look
Is
to
it an
be.
on topic?
It might be an on topic.
It is.
Yeah. Let me pin that, or let me put it in the discussion to make it a little bit easier.
I mean, the other important change is that we can limit break at will, but it gives us
Mhm.
1 level of exhaustion.
Correct.
And the
Yeah.
first level of exhaustion is not on ability checks, though.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The
first
change
level
No,
is
it's not on
ability
attack
check.
rolls.
Correct. Yeah.
Not attack.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
attack rolls is 2, and then half speed is 3.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Agatha, you are, of course, the fastest and therefore pretty much always the first.
Cool. Agatha turns to her fellows and goes, "Okay, are we dealing with a fucking dragon or are we running?"
Free action talk. Ross goes, not right now. We're not dealing with this right now.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Agatha is going to take her action, her bonus action, both no, her action also oh my god. Action to cast blur. So which she does by doing this. You can't see me. And then bonus action dash and all of my movement in the direction of our ship. Trying to get to like the nearest next set of cover. But the plan is to not engage, is what she took away from this conversation.
What's your... Okay, so it's a triple move, and you don't have any movement speed buff. No. Okay.
It's not triple move. It's
Double.
double
sorry.
movement because I'm
'cause
using
you
my
cast blur.
first. Yes.
Question: from when we last engaged them,
Yes.
what is the movement speed of these Magitech armors?
They're let me just double check before I maybe lie. They have a normal like speed. They're bulky, but they can move pretty quick. If they need to. Sorry. You blur, full dash, move away. This Imperial Dragoon is kind of far. What was this do? Far enough that it can't get to Agatha, but it can. It kind of dashing forward, halberd out, gets like relatively close to where it knows that some of you are. It's 30 feet. Yes, it is exactly 30 feet. Is going to do a super jump. Against, I'm sorry, Silas. Just happened to be the one that's the closer one.
Every time.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah, that does.
Okay, that was a bad damage roll. You take 7 points of damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, I'm great at those. Where'd my character sheet go? Come back here. Nope.
You are knocked down as this guy just straight up lands on you, pretty much. And as he like pulls the halberd out, he's gonna like immediately shift to hit you with the butt end. That damage isn't right on. But 19 does hit. For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Which is better than him literally jumping on you out from the sky. So you guys kind of only see part of this. Maybe Agatha sees the rest of it. This guy like is running forward and then suddenly like goes into like a full squat crouch and shoots up like his legs are springs, falling down over and then like spear point onto Silas, which knocks Silas down. He then like stands up, pulls it up, hits you, and then is like ready for more fighting. They roll really good on their initiative. The Match Tech armor is going to move here. It's going to try to hit Agatha with a fire beam. I need you to make a dex save. Let me double check the range, just make sure that's sure.
Dang, they can go like
I'm
90
sorry.
feet.
I'm sorry. No, I lied. Sorry, that was not at you. It's only 60 feet. It's gonna hit Asta instead.
Okay, just say like, holy crap.
I didn't write it in the thing. I had to double check that.
Deck save.
Those are really good 2d10.
That one.
You take 23 points of fire damage, but otherwise, and you are on fire. You can make another save at the end of your turn.
Cool.
These guys can't do much, so they're just gonna move. Oops. These guys.
Majesty, are you destroying your bed?
It's gonna be Zed's turn. Really just me again. He has so much stuff. Okay. I think.
the idea is running, right?
Yes. If he's going with the idea that okay, we're running, we're just trying to get out of here. Zed's gonna grab Silas, who otherwise is gonna slow you guys down a lot, and is going to look at the other two and say, well, we'll see you at the ship. And it's going to dimension door out of there. It's just, I'm just double checking. It's one willing creature.
Yep.
Okay, yep. So you're gonna go, they're just like, they're gone, pretty much. Like, still in the area, but like, they've zoomed to the top of the map. That's like fucked off. Which is really the only way Silas is probably going to survive that fight. If I'm being honest, because you're like prone, about to get hit a bunch. But Silas, it is your turn.
Well, I'm 500 feet away, so I mean, we're still hours from the airship, and I don't really know what I can do 500 feet away.
Heal yourself.
I guess I can heal myself. But I was just gonna try, like. Okay, so I'm actually going to bonus action heal myself, and since I'm the only one that's like not busy, I know I don't have a full connection to Shiva, but I am going to reach out to her anyway. Because I think I have a better interaction with her than I do the fire boy, and ask, is that your dragon that you have contained? And whether or not it is, would you be amenable to us releasing it?
Okay, make a wisdom check.
Alright, throw my invigorate down. Wisdom. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna hit that 3. 20.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click that. I just wanted to open it. You feel like the cool presence like settle on you again as the snowflake tattoo, or not tattoo, but the snowflake symbol on your body begins to glow again. Shiva will respond saying, someone that I was bonded to long ago placed that there. If you can, you can dispel the magic. The creature is very dangerous. It is a powerful dragon.
If like the connection is solid, I'm like, would that friend be Empress? Like, it's just like an immediate like retort response, or like not super relevant, but you know.
Sorry, what was the question? I didn't quite catch it.
Would the friend be Empress?
Empress?
Who's Fireboy's name?
Oh,
Ifrit.
Ifrit. Yeah, sorry.
I'm like, is this a character that I made and I don't remember? Like,
Like,
did I drop a
Are we going
lore
to
hint at
Merlin
some
territory? What's
point?
going on?
Sorry, I'm trying to process and reframe that question. You know that can't be true because of the way that the espers work.
Oh, okay. Then I wouldn't. Yeah. Then instead of asking that, if I already knew that couldn't work that way, can it be contained, or will it do harm to the surrounding area, to other people?
Certainly,
not other people. Like, I'm not worried about us. I'm worried about the world.
certainly it may try.
So last resort. I will hold on to that knowledge. I'm assuming that took an action. If need be, I will like I don't know,
Mhm.
send to y'all to say,
You still cast a spell or do something.
okay.
Bending to Agatha, don't unleash the dragon.
Yeah. Well, Agatha's not the one who could possibly unleash the dragon. I feel like the dragon is if Asta is able to unleash, it'll be an Asta thing. So
That's a very cute plushy dragon you have, Kristen.
Had it
Looks very
ready.
soft.
hello.
Oh dear.
That's Charlie.
Let's try.
Let's try.
They think their ping finally gave up.
I have them say hello and then they drop. We'll move on and then come back. I think their turn is also Asta.
I'm going to. What am I going to do? What does blur actually do? Disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay.
I'll also say, for the purpose of this, I don't think that Zed did like the full 500 feet. I think he did, like, 150 feet away so that
Yeah.
they can still help if need to be.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie's
But just so that they were, just so that you guys were out of there. But he didn't do the full 500 feet. I think you would have done like 150 feet.
Mhm.
Does Asta look like she's like considering running, like about to run, or she's wanting to fight, or like
She's looking at the runes.
It's your turn, Asta. Sorry.
I know.
Okay.
Charlie, can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry. There's like a moment where I couldn't hear anything, and so I was like popping in and out. That dragon looks like it's replaced Kristen, like because of the perspective. It's just very large. No, it isn't. Kristen is dragon.
That's very
Everything is
funny.
Kristen is dragons.
I thought you
I would like to
saw
try-
when they like melded together in spirit.
Yeah, I missed that. I was
Um,
out for that one.
Oh my god, there's another one. I would like to, like, seeing this gigantic Magitech armor coming towards us, having just been fucking whacked to, or shot at with a shield of fire. Oh, and I'm gonna take more damage because I'm gonna. Can I spend my action trying to, break the runes to try to end the spell? I don't
You
know
certainly
how-
can.
I don't know.
How are you doing that is the question.
a clarifying question, very quickly, just to make sure that I understood a thing right.
Mhm.
If we free this dragon, it is not waking up immediately, right?
That is Asta's understanding of it. Is that this thing has been frozen long enough that it will take some time for it to like kind of like, like a snake that's in a cold environment and has been now brought back into the heat. It's not immediately like moving and super active. Like it takes a second. It takes a while for it to warm back up. So if you sped that process up somehow, it would be faster, but you'd have to heat it up in some fashion.
I mean, I don't know. I have an explosive pod. That's not going to be the same thing.
Limit break all the explosives like right in the dragon's maw. Great idea, I'm
yeah,
sure.
that totally won't just send pieces of it shattering everywhere. Okay, then I think. Do I have to spend? I have to spend an action to douse flame, isn't it? Right.
That just happens at the end of your turn. If you want
It's
to
not a
put it
full-
out, you can spend an action. Otherwise, you will get another save.
Oh. Okay. Is that different to?
I think there are other effects that are different that some creatures have, but for this particular effect,
Okay, I'm just thinking like generalist IV. If you're on fire, it's takes an action to up. Okay, I am going to look at who's next to me. Roscoe. Do we want to wake it up, or should we run?
I think with those two as the choices, Roscoe is just kind of looking, seeing the Magitek armor, seeing the Dragoon. Now, I'm assuming probably looking at him, and then two specialists.
yeah,
He will just, his arms are up, he'll just say, if you're wanting to run, I'll cover you. If you're wanting to wake this thing up, I'll fuck if
Cover
I
you.
know.
yeah.
Okay, then Asta will just go. I'm gonna run, and will. Whoops! I need to not be on the ruler. We'll move to give herself some cover, but along the way, will lob a grenade before she takes
Sure.
cover. And lob it so I get all three of them.
Mm-hmm. 10-foot
Place
circle.
it there.
Yep.
Yep.
Fail, success. One of the specialists. This one succeeds. But he'll still take half. The other one's take 19.
Oh shit! Is that my last bomb?
We haven't rested, so
Shit! That was my last bomb. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think you used quite a few in that fight
Yeah,
earlier.
I forgot about that. Well,
Right. The other two specialists are going to go. Why did I group these ones? They're just mostly going to be charging forward.
Asta, you didn't use your action, did you? Oh no, you did blur, right?
no, I did not do blur. I actually didn't use my action. That's true.
Oh yeah, sorry. Because the bomb's a bonus.
I would have done. I forget. I would have just done a shot then with my gun.
Okay. On which one?
The closest one. So this guy.
Uh, 13.
27.
Good.
Ooh, max damage.
Yeah, that extra +2 really adds up. Right, he's looking pretty messed up. Okay, yeah, that guy's just moving to kind of get, he's not really near people. Same with this guy's gonna move. He will actually take a pot shot at Agatha though. Is blur disadvantage? I forget.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oops, sorry. That rolled right. Yeah, okay, yeah, missing. Because you are too hard to hit. This other
Because you
dragoon
can't see me.
is going to move in. I think Roscoe's too far away to get the jump on. Yes. So he's actually just going to dash in. And then it's going to be Roscoe's turn. Roscoe, you are not quite, but very nearly surrounded.
All right. Everyone behind me is running, right?
Everybody else has left, yes. In some fashion.
Then time to make myself a big problem.
Oh,
Roscoe looks to his left, sees a dragoon and soldiers in a Magitech armor. Looks to his right, sees another dragoon, another soldier, cracks his neck. Quick question: is this all Magitech armor enemies so far? Have they looked the same?
Yeah, they're kind of standardized, and this one seems to be a standard form of that.
Okay. Then Roscoe's arms light up with electricity. As I'm going to use my bonus action to enter into a trance. And then I'm going to move. As part of my bonus action, I'm going to use Close the Distance to move half my movement speed. As part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And am going to get right here. And I'm going to take a guarded attack against the wounded specialist that has been shot.
Okay.
So that's going to be...
Is Roscoe pulling a sacrifice here? Is that what's happening?
I have intentions.
Okay.
Molotov cocktail, if you will.
Roscoe is.
Where the... I did not mean to click that randomly. There they are. I had difficulty. It's been so long since I've been on Foundry. I had difficulty finding where my weapon was. There.
What?
2 nat 1s.
Well,
Or a nat 1. So that one missed.
yeah, my year sheet's still doing that thing.
I think that's usually why I just roll like this. I'll take the second attack, Adam. Okay, that fixed it.
Sure.
So he's getting hit.
He's probably dead. Well, maybe not.
5, 6, 7, 8, so 9. Top of that. So 22 points of damage.
He's not quite dead. Very close.
So those are my 2 attacks, and I'm just huddled up now.
All right, Agatha. Most of the party is running. Actually, all of the party is running, but one of you is just running in maybe the wrong direction. You kind of saw a blip of magic, so Zed and Silas are like on the ridge above you a little bit. You whatever, they felt like they had to get out. You saw Asa like loop around, throwing some bombs, taking some pot shots, but then Roscoe just like went into the enemy line. What are you doing?
Agatha skirts to a stop, turns around, and goes, "You stupid idiot, jackass, punk ass bitch!" And then is going to throw her hand out. Action cast fireball, because at the one that is like very, very injured, not fireball, firebolt at the one that's injured right now, because that is
Plus
within
my
5
favorite
feet
little weapon.
of God no, give me fireball, please. Because we are within because that's within 5 feet of an ally, I am going to use my amateur's intuition as well, so I get sneak attack on top of that.
Nice. I like the sneak attack after shouting all of that stuff.
Well,
He's dead. He's indescribably. I mean, roll the sneak attack, but he's indescribably dead.
Yeah.
So actually, the plan is just to like overwhelm them with terror.
so this guy who had like 5
Uh,
hit points
is
just got
that-
hit with like
30. Sorry,
60?
41.
Yeah.
no 41.
Oh no,
and then
it's the sneak attack.
double.
You're 46 twice. Yes. What would have just killed him outright. Yeah, what would have just killed him outright? You deal his head's just immolated, gone. Yeah, that guy's dead. Which token is he?
God. And then
He's like full dead too, because that's you've blown past his 0. He's like just charred crisp.
I feel so good about that. That's crazy.
No revive.
And shout, "Rocco, are you coming with us?" And without waiting for an answer, action bonus or not action. Bonus action
I mean,
dash.
if talking's a free action, and if I'm able to do it, and it's okay on my turn or on Agatha's turn, Roscoe in the thick of it, one sees the dude's head get blown off. What the fuck?
No. Hey, Andrew, wrong direction.
Oh, towards him. Sorry.
Yes.
I thought you meant like you were continuing to run. My misunderstanding.
We'll see Agatha running back and like, what are you doing? Run!
Silas is just standing there at the top of it all and looks at Zed and is like, "Can you do this again?" And kind of like indicates the dimension door.
And I goes, and then unless he says he is following behind, is going to use both that bonus action dash and her movement to get back into melee.
Okay. You can get next to this dragoon if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
Does Roscoe have time to respond? And what does he say?
So here's the thing. You spoke so loudly, you peaked your mic, but I like
Yeah.
Wait,
in universe that it's just unintelligible teenage screaming.
Wait,
Roscoe
okay,
can't understand at this point.
Okay.
I was pissed. I was pissed at you in particular now.
You're gonna take two halberds to the face, Agatha, potentially.
That's fine. That hits.
Blur, right?
Oh
yeah,
yes.
that's disadvantage.
Does an 18 hits you? Yeah.
And 18 will still hit, yes.
So you take 12 points of damage from the was it 2 attacks or 3? 2 attacks. From the halberd, kind of cutting through the blur, and then is that a concentration spell?
Yes, it is.
All right, go ahead and make
Give me 1 second.
con save. But then the second stroke, you kind of back off, and he's not able to quite cut you. The blur shifts and messes up his aim. You're fine. Apart from being engaged in melee. The magic armor.
Or we can take a break.
Oh yes. Let's take a break and then come back so that people have a chance to use the restroom and things. But don't go anywhere.
That's all, and I will say it is accurate.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, it is the Magic Armor's for turn. Fern. Which means it's Rusko's turn to get clawed. Well, that's probably gonna miss, actually.
Yep, that misses.
Wow. They have such a good bonus, too. Yeah, you're just like dodging and weaving as these giant claws are trying to come down on you. The specialist is going to probably going to go attack Agatha, actually.
Still at disadvantage.
Yeah. Just checking. They do have some spells, but nothing super relevant here. Oh, I meant to click disadvantage. Sorry. Okay, first one's a 13. Sorry.
16 will hit, the
Outputted
13
crazy. Okay. So you're only gonna take 7 points of damage. Second attack just whisking through the air as it goes by. It's gonna be Zed's turn. Maybe. He can't really see. I guess it's going to try to scan the Dragoon. So I'll make a history check. Crushing it. He usually asks for HP, so I'll give him that. And then he's going to cast Slow. Targeting pretty much all of the enemies. 3, 4. Yeah, all almost, except for that guy. Oops. Why can't I select people? Okay, well, the magic armor and one of the dragoons is slowed. Not the best outcome for you guys, but not nothing. But then it's gonna be Silas's turn.
I don't think I have any spells with 500 feet range, other than I could just keep guidancing.
I did clarify that he only teleported you guys 120 feet back. Just so it's to not be too far from the party, but far enough that, like, you know, well ahead of the pack, so to speak.
Okay. So in that case, has anything been like hit pretty hard? I'm looking for a target for my magic.
Just the one that's already dead.
Okay.
Nothing seems very injured from your eyes.
Got it. 120 feet, I think. Oh. That's not, nope, that's not gonna work. Yeah, so, did Roscoe take hits or Agatha take hits? Agatha's bloodied, right? I think the invigorate is within line of sight.
Yeah.
So I will hit Miss Locke with a invigorate. And then go ahead and magic missile the one that's closest, the one that's presumably within 120 feet.
Okay, what is invigorate? I need
Yes,
to
I'm gonna
step
hit
away.
the deal. You're fine.
Okay, great.
And then spellbook.
We love to see it.
Magic missile. Attack. And it's the Spirit Boy nearest me.
I'll take that 6. These magic missiles just.
That's attack bonus action.
Stuff. Or did you want to move?
No, because I need to stay within 120 feet. That guy that jumped at me, he jumped at me from afar, but it wasn't that crazy far, right? I will move my movement to
No.
get within 90 feet. Didn't mean to do that.
Well,
Don't know what
slowly.
Whoa.
happened.
The
I'll
hell?
Thanks. All right, carry on.
Meteor.
Yes.
Um.
A meteor swarm
Okay.
falls from the sky.
Worried about these bros releasing this dragon now, though. Whew. All bad no matter what.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to this is bonus action. How much do Agatha and Roscoe look like they are hurt?
Roscoe's fine.
I am up until exactly 2 seconds ago, I was bloodied.
Okay. Then I am going to cast I need to zoom in more. I can't fucking see anything. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray. I know I did it weird. I'll do it on one on this guy. I'll move so I have visual.
Yeah.
So one here, and one over here.
First one misses, or hits armor.
Okay. Oops, not. So D10, D20 plus 8.
I will hit.
Okay. 2d6 fire damage. Oh, nice. 9 fire damage to the middle guy. And then for this one. 18.
I'll hit.
Oops, not d8s. Nope. Eh, 7 fire damage to him.
Doing some damages.
And then bonus action. Can't do any other shit. I will just tuck back over here.
No run? Okay.
You did hear, if it helps Asta any, Roscoe not understanding what was happening with Agatha and all this, did seem confused why she ran back and wasn't running away.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack back. I'm just gonna say I don't know what's I'm just gonna attack back against the backside of the jaw.
This guy is going to move. Here, take a shot at Roscoe. Wow, rolling like garbage. And then finish his move here. This one is going to move up to here and take a shot at Asta, hitting you for 13 points of damage. That was a good roll. Then it's going to be the Dragoon's turn. This one's slowed, so he can only attack once. You're right there. So it's a little bit funny, but he's gonna do a jump on Roscoe.
Question.
Oh my god.
Just Roscoe.
Question.
This is not an opportunity attack, a bull saying.
But he leaps 30 feet up out of my.
Yes. I know. It's functionally like a teleport.
Okay.
So because it's just like he crouches and then he's just in the air, like it's like the snap thing.
Okay.
He's gonna then immediately just fall back down on you. That's a really terrible 68, like really truly garbage 68. But you're gonna take 16 points of piercing damage. And you are not knocked prone because obviously that would have been crazy.
16 reduced to 8.
And that's going to be his turn because it's the one thing that he can do, and then it's going to be your turn.
On my turn, at the beginning, turning to Agatha, we'll just shout, "I'm fine! Go!"
Oh, fine. I can go.
So many talks.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think Roscoe currently kind of surrounded by people. Slowed, can they have a reaction?
No, they do not get a reaction.
I didn't think so. Well, Roscoe is telling you that Agatha, he is also stepping in between the two in a defensive manner for you. And is going to look at his arm for a second. He said he had something for me, so let's fucking see it. And it's going to pull his arm back, and I'm going to use my Esper bond with Ifrit.
All right. It's like starts to glow. Like you feel like the snow that you had packed into your hair melts immediately, and you're like almost getting like a lion's mane vibe of flame on your body as this happens.
The actually clarifying point, when using the Ifrit Esper bond with the kind of like fire damage, will that also impact other Esper bonded people, or is there some type of like am I going to also burn Agatha if I step in where I'm at?
I'll be fine.
It specifically says enemies, so I'm gonna stand by that ruling.
Then I'll stay where I'm at. Do they take the fire, just a little chip fire damage at the beginning of their turn?
Yes.
Or like now? Okay. Then Roscoe, from where he's at.
Sorry, it's when they end their turn or enter melee range.
Okay, so when I stepped into that space, was that technically them entering melee range?
No, because it's kind of considered like when it starts is not when it it's like either when they're moving towards you or they're ending the turn there.
I gotcha. Then this is this dude wounded?
Yes. It's the only one that's really wounded at the moment.
I'm going to do 2 more guarding attacks on him. In that case.
Hits. Yes.
For 13 damage.
Yeah, bloodying him. Not putting him down yet, though.
Or 14 damage.
Almost killing him. He's like coughs up some blood after getting hit the second time in the sternum. You get a rib crack.
What are the forced movement rules again? It halves your speed, right?
If you're like dragging somebody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I use my 15 feet of free action fire dash movement to end that motion of backing up defensively over Agatha, like kind of grabbing their shoulder and like pushing them with me to then take her space, since I've reduced that to like 7, which would then round down to 5.
Sorry, who are you moving?
Can I move Agatha backwards?
Yes. As long as they allow it.
I consent to that.
Then I feel like it would not be too.
You would just knock them back a square in this instance.
I imagine. But since it's forced movement, that doesn't take opportunity attacks from.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm still in melee with them, but now I'm in melee with all of them. Good. Okay.
All right.
That's where Roscoe ends his turn.
Agatha.
You end your turn here?
Yes.
Out.
Silas is like too far to shout, but he's like, trust the man, trust the man.
Why did you do this to me?
You feel the teacher glare.
Now,
on this fucking ridge, like strangling the air.
Agatha is we're making fiery eye contact, and I in my brain as I maybe take over some of the theatrics and the camera movements here. I really like the idea that guy that I overkilled with fire was still smoldering and like flaming right as you were like activating your Ifrit bullshit, and there was a moment where like that also got to feed into it. We're making this really aggressive eye contact. And Agatha's fucking pissed. And she goes, fine, I will fucking leave you then. But before she does, she is going to make a booming blade attack at the one next to her.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Sad. Bummer. Inside me, there are 2 wolves.
Okay.
And one of them is, I know what the smarter thing to do is right now, and the other is Agatha is not gonna fucking leave Roscoe. um,
Silence in the distance. Use you know what to do.
and then I want to missing with the original booming blade. Thinking about how Ifrit wouldn't run away. I am also then going to offhand bonus action attack the same guy with my dagger. Offhand doesn't get all the bonuses or is that just to the damage?
It would just be the D4, right? Not the.
Yeah, because you don't
Dex
have
bonus.
the
But it would still proc sneak attack.
correct.
Yeah, great.
So it's like 3 right now.
So just 3 on the D4 then. But we'll take an additional 14 on the sneak attack then. So 14, 17 total on a shitty dagger hit.
Just like stab him in a chink in the armor.
And oh my god. Yeah, I'll proc the Oppie and use my 30 feet to back off though. I can't see if I'm running into things all that
yeah,
well.
I can move you in a way that is sensible. Should be with disadvantage, but I missed anyways. Just barely.
Yeah, that misses. Mm-hmm.
All right. It's that guy's turn. Right after you. Sees his buddies are load. But I think he's just gonna move in to kind of block Roscoe right now. In his mind. And then stab twice. But they should have disadvantage against you, yeah. Is your guarding attack? Or did you not do that last time?
Yeah. No, I did guardian. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah. Missing both of you, just got like your fists up guarding, like blocking as best you can. The magic armor is going to move slightly really can't move hardly at all. And then fire a beam of electricity on Agatha. This is important because it will stun you.
Okay. And this is a dex saving throw that I get to make?
Correct.
Okay.
No.
So first evasion. I already take only half damage, even
Correct.
if I fail this.
Yeah. So the damage isn't really critical here, but it might slow you down, which is the bigger problem.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You just like slide for
So I
yourself
also
out of the
take
way,
no damage.
completely negating its attack. This specialist was right next to Roscoe. Gonna take a couple swipes. Advantage. Uh,
16.
I always forget what your AC is. Okay, you take 5 after reductions, and then it's gonna be Zed's turn.
And he takes.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take fire damage.
He ended his turn. So did the Dragoon. The Dragoon ended his turn there.
Yeah.
So the Dragoon took 3 points of fire damage. He's taking 3 points of fire damage, and because he hit me with the Guardian attack, he's also going to be taking 3 points of lightning damage.
He actually dies. Funnily enough, from the lightning. Dragoon's fine. Zed is going to. Man, why has haste got such a small range?
Probably for reasons like this.
Your haster in range of combat so that he can get attacked and cause exhaustion. Let's see. What do next round?
Haste Silas. That way Silas can hit 2 people with his the butt of his gun.
I don't think he would ever haste Silas. Clearly, that's a waste. Most of everybody down there is taking some damage. He's gonna do a white wind as his bonus action. So everybody actually, which actually includes it, he's taking a little bit of damage. Oh, he didn't level him. Oh well, figure it out later. That just means he has another 4th level spell slot, really. But yes, everybody heals 5 points of damage.
That's healed the hit I took.
He still has an action.
Oh, actually, a thing I forgot about until you mentioned it earlier. The other Dragoon also took 3 points of lightning damage for hitting me again.
Okay,
Because I had
adjusted.
guarded attack both times. I'm fine ignoring it because
No, I'll take that 3 off. I think. Just doesn't have like he's got a pistol, I guess. Okay, he'll shoot this guy. Fortunately, it blinks off his armor. I think Zed is going to kind of start to back up, and we'll say to Silas, like, well, if we're running, then we should keep running. That was the plan that I was told, so I'm going to keep, or that we decided on, so I'm going to keep following it. And then it's going to be Silas's turn.
Yeah, I mean, if Agatha is starting to clear the fight, then Silas will linger long enough to, I think, drop a. Well. Can you stop, Murphy? Did everything's been hit at least some, right?
Except for this one guy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then I will throw a Toll the Dead on, or no, Toll the Dead is 60 feet. I'll throw another magic missile on the one in front of Roscoe to kind of help clear his path out. Before I take my full movement out, my 30 feet. Please go off. As a prep spell, I just have that as an at-will spell. Alright. Hey. In that case, I'll just tear off. I'll do a dash.
Okay. Asta.
Okay.
Oh, well, bonus action invigorate on my way out. That's what I'll do with my distance thing. Agatha still, since I'm assuming Russell still looks pretty good.
I'm going to.
Yeah, don't worry about Roscoe with health. Roscoe, currently wounded, still has more
Roscoe
health
has
than all of
so
you.
much
all of you
HP.
at max.
So much HP.
How?
He's got his triple digits. It's just like really good rolls.
Okay. Well then, I am going to move up here, maybe here. I'm going to Thunder Wave. Is there a way where I can get? I'm gonna say that I went here instead. Then template's hard to figure out. So from that corner, those two should con save. Wow. All right. Well, I still take 4 points of damage. And are not pushed.
He just walked up and did like a little force push.
Yeah.
They kind of skid slightly on the ice and then like look at each other.
That
Shrug.
did not work like I wanted it to. 10 feet.
Just want to be clear, Agatha is running.
Yeah, right. Agatha is
Okay.
running away.
Oh. Okay, then I will.
Yeah. I'm gonna gently suggest that we all start to retreat so
20.
Chris can have his cool hero moment.
Okay. My
So
30
y'all-
feet that way.
We all don't fucking stay here and die.
No bonus
All right.
action.
This guy's gonna pop out, take a shot at Asta. It's terrible.
Yes.
You're rolling good damage, but I just like this guy has not rolled above a 5. His go. I mean, this guy's going to try to block you guys. So he's going to move up and take a couple swings. We'll say one on each of you. The first one against Asa, the second one against Agatha. That was going to be 20. Asta, you're gonna take 7. I think he misses. This Dragoon still slowed. He should have gotten a save though, actually. Oh, we lost Charlie. Still slowed. Gonna make his attack against Roscoe.
Disadvantage still.
Yes. It's hitting you for 7, and he'll take 6. It's gonna be his turn, Roscoe.
Alright.
I should mention, these Dragoons are not that injured, despite all the various blows that they've taken.
Yeah. Roscoe is going to use his free 15 feet of movement. I can go through a token, but it would
Yeah.
be like here, and it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to use its regular movement to get up behind this man. And a lightning arcing flame covered arm is going to wrap around his throat from behind. And I'm just going to start recklessly hitting him with kidney shots.
Kidney shot, kidney shot, kidney shot. Okay, good.
And also I am bonus actioning expending the Aetheryte charge.
He's yelling.
Okay.
I will kill you.
So that's
Yeah,
a lot.
that'll hit. Just,
and
so
that's 20 something.
21. Or 22.
So 33 points of damage.
Well, the first one doesn't bring him down. Or is that both attacks?
That's both attacks.
Okay, yeah. He is very barely still alive. As you just kind of like punch into his throat. And kidney shot him.
That'll be where I end my turn.
All right, Agatha.
Yeah, and then I booming blade him.
Well, if you hit, he will die numerically. You have at
Wait,
least
I hope
that
this is
many
a nat.
dice.
I hope this is a nat 20.
That'd be
Fire
hilarious.
damage, not. Whoops. Why did that do that like that? I don't. Oh, I know why. To make the mother. Did I break my own foundry?
No, I think you just need to make
There we
the.
go. Yeah, I need to make the. Yep, there we go.
Nope. It's actually a miss.
And then I will bonus action offhand.
Okay.
He's pissing me off.
Yeah, he dies. It's like so many dice worth of damage.
He just goes, ha ha!
Yeah, he like blocks with his shield. He's like gets his like arm up, like shielding you. He's super dead.
Great.
33. He just takes 33 back to back. Yeah, no, he's gone.
And it goes. And now we'll take 30 feet of movement going away.
Okay.
That was crazy.
Rune, who's not slowed, is going to do a jump. I think he's actually going to try to hit Asta, not Roscoe.
Oh.
But he misses. Somehow. The easiest character to hit. Just like, again, like zooms up, launches down, but misses you. Doesn't get a follow up. The magic armor should have gotten a wisdom save at the end of its last turn. So let me do that now.
Oh, well, okay.
No longer slowed. So it's going to move its movement to here and then hit Roscoe with an ice beam.
Okay.
So you have advantage because it's. Or did we get rid of your?
That got changed for the guardian attack thing.
That's right. Okay. You're gonna take 15, and your movement speed is reduced to 0 until you were. Well, I guess you are on fire.
That's like, how's that work?
Tell you what, I'll let you make a strength save. Just for free, because you're melting the ice slightly. No, you're fine. Zed, I think, is kind of just out of this fight, functionally. Yeah. You can't even really do much at this distance. Other than like continually white winding, but yeah. I'll keep an initiative, but he's just dashing out, like following the plan. Nobody else is gonna follow the plan. That will follow the plan. Silas.
I'm gonna like wait within range. I think so. Like glancing at it, this map is now pretty accurate. Agatha will catch up to me. Asta probably won't catch up to me instantly, and probably neither will Roscoe. Right? Like, but I know Agatha.
Yes,
will
from your
quickly.
perspective, but Agatha is going to catch up to you very quickly because they are much faster than you with their actions.
Yeah. So I'll go about I'll do the standard movement of 30 feet, but I'm trying to like stay within so that I can keep an eye on people and keep healing from afar if needed. 30 feet.
Asta.
4. Can I
Oh,
glance
sorry.
up at the airship and see if there anything else is coming from the airship, or if for some reason these people have just isolated fought us?
It's a little bit farther away from you at this point, because you did get distance before this happened. It wasn't like you were right by. It wasn't immediate.
Alright,
This was
so
like
it's more like that we're just.
this is like an hour or so into your journey that, presumably what you maybe imagine happened is like they went down, investigated. They're like, okay, somebody was here, go find them. And then somebody happened to you through some means, whether visually spotting you, like lucky check or something else, came down on you. But it's not like they knew you were here, because they probably would have sent more people than just like the one transport that happened to be nearby.
Got it. Nobody of these people has
They know you're here now because the transport dropped these people off, and
Yeah.
they have messaging devices,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
the more important part of needing to run, rather than just the dudes that are right here in the moment.
Yeah. In that case, then I'll be running.
Yeah. Can I stab this guy that's next to me?
Sure. That's gonna be a crit. Takes up 4 points of damage.
I'm gonna run. So He can
Sure.
attack me, I guess, if he gets that. I got nothing I can do to not provoke it, so.
Take
Oh,
13. He flashes down with the halberd. The specialist is going to take a shot at Roscoe. No, with advantage.
Yep.
Oh. Sorry. No, output. Weird.
That hits.
Okay, the first time he rolls bad damage. 3 points. And he'll move in. This guy is still slow because he failed last time. But he's going to try to jump on Roscoe. Thankfully, that's not dependent on their movement. Why can I not open this sheet? Oh, let's get him on the roller tool. He has advantage just in case it's a crit. No. So you can take 6 after reductions. Go ahead and make a strength save. You're fine. And it's going to be your turn. Everybody has fled. You are in a position to enact your plan.
Let me just make sure I have the wordings of this pulled up correctly. He did also end his turn in melee, right? So he took 3 more points of fire.
Yeah.
I never made my save for my fire damage, Andrew.
Please do that.
I never took the time to douse it.
Forgot. So it's just another deck save. You should be taking d8s. I think that's a success.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it. Or no, you still would have taken 1d8. Just to say it
Taking
happens.
1d8.
Yeah.
Woo!
You take 1 more point of damage. There you go.
Great.
Roscoe.
Roscoe is going to use his free 15 feet of movement. Andrew, I'm going to send you a very quick message.
Okay.
And you can just yay or nay it.
Never a good sign in a fight like this. Just never a good sign.
I just saw the walk. I'll allow it. I think because of who you are.
Then Roscoe is going to use his free 15 feet of movement to fire dash here. The fire is beginning to burn off of Roscoe as twin levels of exhaustion is beginning to set in. As I am then going to use another 15 feet of my movement to like kind of slide across the ice, imagining because my feet are lightly on fire, it kind of like helps me in that maneuver to then to a stop directly behind Asta and Agatha. And then how does summoning Ifrit for the cyclone work visually?
Yes. So the way that it looks for you in these cases is that it's almost like it's like overlapping, like overlaying on yourself the summon. It's like
Okay.
you
Gotcha.
for a moment like out into to Ifrit, but it's just like that quick 6-second, like he's summoned, he's there, and then you do the thing and he's gone.
Then after coming to a stop behind the two of you, Roscoe tilts his head back like it's almost like the position of, like you mentioned, like a lion's mane. It looks like he's about to roar, but around him, the visage of Ifrit fully manifests instead of Roscoe standing there. And with two giant arms and hands, he reaches down and grabs Asta and grabs Agatha. And I'm going to Crimson Cyclone up the cliff, carrying the two of them.
So that's another 40 feet.
Okay.
I think the way that this works is that like you are then kind of like all equidistant. So
yeah,
it would be. I think you can just go straight up actually, and that's probably what makes the most sense. So you all get about there. Not the, you know what? Not the first time in Final Fantasy that Ifrit is like catching female characters and picking them up to do things.
Yeah, and Roscoe
Not in that manner. In Final Fantasy X, like part of the summon is that like he like catches the summoner and like sets them down.
Roscoe drops out of the Ifrit form, looks exhausted, hair uncoiffed, fully just like almost like a visual indicator. It's just down. As he uses he has 25 movement. I'll reduce it to 10 to with the last bits of strength. He has like a hand on Agatha's back and is like pushing forward. Because I believe that it's everybody to the map line.
Yes, it does. And I think for our purposes, that will put us out of combat because the this guy's got to go around. The Dragoons maybe could, but they wouldn't be able to do attack. So, and then you're going to be moving again. And Roscoe's still got like 80 feet of movement. So I think we're at a point where you're just going to be able to outpace them. And those of you that can't are already farther ahead, thankfully. So jumping out of the combat scene for a moment, Roscoe like launches you guys up these two like rises, these cliff faces, like in an instant. Silas and Zed see that like, okay, they've gone from being like way far back to being like pretty close behind them, and you will start like dashing away. They kind of give chase for a little bit at first, but then seem to slow and realize that they're probably not going to catch up. You know, like there's some pot shots that are fired in your direction, like etc. The Magitech armor like launches a beam, but it's just like doesn't have the energy to actually do you any damage. Before they like stop and probably are like, you know, waiting, calling for backup, maybe trying to heal their fallen companions, etc. Using their Phoenix Downs and potions. Yes.
This is an unfortunate. I fear this is me not playing in the space correctly, but for rogue-related reasons, I can still get 60 feet of movement and take an action.
Yeah.
Can I exchange some pot shots at them as well? Some firebolts?
Yeah, that's fine. Like you can be throwing that back. I think everybody that's left, because you're not getting. I guess I'll ask. Do you want to burn Amateur's intuition at all? Because that's the only way you're going to kill one of them. I think in this like fictional pot shots. Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Left and I'm happy. Yeah.
Cool beans.
I think you can get one off before you're functionally out of range, versus like staying behind and they're going to keep chasing you.
So I will burn that and then grab the sneak attack on top of it. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely like 22. Okay, it's not gonna bring him down. Do that math, I think. Because everybody remaining's pretty good on HP. Yeah. Okay. You managed to scorch another one on the way out as you're going. Switch the field. But you kind of get back out onto the plain where there's some more of these. These ones are less. Before you were kind of standing under these crystalline willows almost. As you're moving forward, they're more like these. There's not as much to stand over or under, rather, but they're like these. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but they're like whipping cactus. They're like long, tall, thin strands that kind of bloom out. It almost looks like a really tall tuft of grass, but just made out of crystal. Hence, there's not as much to stand over, but you can still like dodge and hide behind them, in between them, etc. I think what I want from you guys. Well, here's the question: you kind of get to a point where you're all like running together. Is your plan like we are doing the couple miles back to the ship flat out, like we're running and we're gonna run until we can't run anymore? Or is it like, okay, we've kind of gotten out of there, we're in an area that's like got some more cover, so let's slow and let's go back into stealth? So it's going to be like a con save versus a stealth check type situation. Or probably an athletics check versus a stealth check. I would say that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an athletics check versus a stealth check, then I'm probably better off with a stealth check. The con check is okay.
Our group
but
seems to be more leaning in that direction,
Yeah.
ability-wise.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'd be
can
fine with athletics, but
because I have the
I'm also good
dexterity
with
with
stealth.
the.
Like, is that at the -1 athletics?
Yes, which is not the worst in the party. That would be Silas's -2.
Yeah, and I can make up with Cat's Grace already for the dex thing, but can't make up for the. Plus, it feels
Such a-
like there'd be
such a-
also exhaustion involved in the other one. So.
Weak party. Very, very weak.
I'm okay with either.
Okay, I would stealth more, so I'll go ahead and make some stealth checks as you slow down and start to move stealthily.
Best.
Silas, how does your pupil thing work? Is that still in effect?
Yeah, it's I can. So give me a sec. Hold
Okay.
on.
Well,
I think
I
that's
can't-
like a full day thing.
Okay. Because yeah, I can't have a double disadvantage, so
Yeah, just
stealth check. So just
But-
regular.
cancels.
Yeah, my max is 10 on the stealth check. But yeah, it's like basically, I think it's just guidance. It's not a whole lot. But it's guidance on everything you
Oh,
have
why it
disadvantage on.
I don't know why I rolled the disadvantage. Would that still be the 9 first?
We'll just use the first one, yeah. So the 10 is the correct
Yeah.
one.
Hi, Roscoe. If it is, are you like visibly exhausted, or is Roscoe doing like his best to like not show that?
It's both.
He's trying and failing.
It looks like he
Um,
hasn't slept, but has been continuously moving for 2 days.
Sure. Agatha has like glued herself to your side and is like glaring daggers into you anytime you happen to turn and make eye contact, but you can tell that she is like putting that on top of whatever her actual feelings are.
Silas, the 10 is your actual one, right? The 3
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Okay. You go back. You're being very confidently stealthy as a group overall. At least for the normal person. Agatha obviously is like miles above everybody else, kind of like dashing, ducking in the snow, etc., being very stealthy. So you go from like this dash, which very quickly kind of like peers out once you're like beyond line of sight from these people, just due to the physical capabilities of some of the party, and then start to switch into this quick stealthy mode where you're still trying to hurry along. After about another hour or so of this, you are in the rough area of where the ship is. As this is going on, can I get perception checks?
Be good. Yep. T1.
Almost a 20.
That's a roll as well. He's not very perceptive. Good for that. All right. Well, most of you, I think, are too focused on like the moving stealth. Occasionally, like the look over your shoulder type perception. Occasionally glancing up at the sky. Silas, as you are getting up to where you've stashed the ship, and remember you've kind of like landed, tarped it over, like threw some snow on the tarp, so it's pretty hard to tell where it is unless you are you already know where it is. You're getting up there, and you're looking around. You can get to the ship no problem. There's nothing blocking you, but you can see, like in the distance, there are more of these transports circling. So that Silas is the only one that's like able to spot in the clouds. So once you take off, it's not like you're home free. Is kind of what you're thinking in your mind. There may be some checks involved in there.
I forgot if there was a check. How well did we hide our ship?
I don't think I made you make a check. I can't, or maybe I did, but in my mind, it was like very incredibly well hidden.
That's what I thought.
I don't remember if that was because of the way that you described it, or because you rolled well and then I worked that in after the fact. But it's like
what I recall, I believe
really hard to detect.
We landed, it sank in the snow a bit,
Yeah.
which already helped. We then threw a tarp over it and then took the effort to cover that in snow.
Yeah.
So it looks more like a mound, like a natural mound.
It's like, unless you knew it was there, it would be very, very hard to spot. So you could also, maybe if you wanted to, just go in the ship and chill for a while. That's an option as well. But just so you have the frame, it's not like they've stopped looking for you or taking off on the airship is home free necessarily. And
I think
Silas is picking up on that.
as we get to that precipice, Silas just kind of like reaches out with both hands and like taps Rathko, who's the biggest, and so like slowing down will be obvious for him, and taps Zed on the shoulder because Zed's kind of not only the leader, and so it will bring everyone to a halt without him having to say much. They're all kind of, I'm assuming that Silas is fairly out of breath and tired with this himself. And then he's just gonna like tap, like point at each spot where he's sighted an airship. Just kind of wordlessly. Then kind of like shrug at y'all and just continue the very, very old man trudge.
Are we trying to get the fuck out of here as soon as we get in the ship? Or are we going to hide? It's decently well hidden.
I guess on our way between the spot that we were at and the ship, Silas is going to keep an eye out for whether or not it seems like they're running like real close search patterns that are getting closer to the ship, or if they're like just kind of watches their patterns like as he goes. Has like one hand, tucked against Agatha,
Make
so he can
a-
kind of follow and try to
Make an insight check.
Alright.
Figure out like just from the flying patterns.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't feel like they're like, oh, we know it's this area and we're like canvassing this area or anything. It's more like they can't have gone too far from where that was. So they are kind of like sweeping more broadly, kind of thing. But you're only like a couple miles from where that fight occurred, right? So that's very easy for them to canvass with their transport airships and their like attack craft.
Yeah. Silas will point that out, like that they haven't zeroed in on us yet. But I would wager, given the forces that they have to bear, if we were to bunker down, we might have to do so for quite some time. They know what direction we ran in.
Even if we just waited for night, that would give us more cover if we tried to fly away.
Night, I would. In terms of like mechanics,
Mhm.
right? Is there? I think Silas will turn to Asta and say, "Will it give us some more cover, or will they? Are there instruments that will pick up on our heat easier in the cold, undisrupted by
is
the?"
not my area of expertise, perhaps, but I think we should keep moving. Under cover of darkness or not, they will still be searching,
And if we wait on the ship
and we do not
until
have
night,
torches.
if we wait on the ship, we get there until nightfall. Would that cover our escape better if we were to fly?
Yes.
Good idea, Roscoe.
All right.
Or perhaps even, what color is the ship itself?
Your guys' ship?
Yeah.
It's not like ostentatious or anything.
Yeah, I think it's probably painted. I mean, the wood, the hull is largely wood and whatnot, so I think it's mostly just like a stained wood color.
Yeah. We'll post.
And then the balloon part of it is white because it's just the canvas is cheap. Why would you dye that unless you were like trying to be ostentatious?
We'll post a watch and make the plan nightfall, unless it seems that they've zeroed in on us. Make ready for flight
Be warm.
while you rest.
Or
All right. So yeah. So I guess that's the plan. We will be ready to go up, but barring like any change in their behaviors, we will go up once it hits dark.
Okay, cool. I think we will probably, you guys get up into the ship, kind of like, crawling into the tarp, getting down. Probably, you can have a short rest at this point for sure, as you eat some food, etc. But we're going to pick up from there next week. Is somebody missing next week? No, Jack's going to be back because he was just moving. No, I think we're all going to be here. Awesome. Cool. All right. Then we will end there. For anybody watching, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.